Hello, and welcome to the first, and I hope last, virtual OMS closing ceremonies. Though the world and our daily lives look markedly different today than they did at the beginning of this winter, I can assure you that one thing has not changed, and that is the strength of the OMS community. I have been so amazed these last 3 weeks at the way in which everyone, teachers, coaches, student athletes alike, have transitioned without skipping a beat into this new remote way of working. Classes are taking place via online platforms, workouts are being done at home with soup cans and homemade obstacle courses, and coaches are sending important athletic content that is so necessary to engage with, but often so hard to fit in amidst a busy on-snow schedule. Also amazing are the families that have always supported their student athletes endlessly and now continue to do so in this strange new world, showing a great willingness to adapt and be flexible. So I want to offer a few thank yous. Families, thank you for coming together to help my faculty and staff create an environment in which young student athletes can grow to meet and exceed their potential. Student athletes, please remember that without the support of your families, none of this would have been possible. You are privileged to have this opportunity, and your families have given you this gift. Also, to families, a thank you from me personally and all of the OMS staff for the pleasure of working with your children. Now to the teachers. Thank you for being an amazing, dedicated group of mentors. Our teachers go above and beyond every day to meet the individual needs of each of their students. Their effort is impressive and moreover so very appreciated. This year, more than ever, your flexibility and willingness to change course at a moment's notice has made for an incredibly rich academic experience for our student athletes. Thank you to all of the coaches without whom the athletic progress we have seen this year would not have been possible. Our coaches work tirelessly through cold and snowy days and everything in between to challenge and support our athletes to grow and reach their potential. They motivate our athletes to work through adversity and reach new heights of personal achievement. The rapidity with which you all moved to remote coaching, which is a fairly abstract concept, was inspiring. Teachers and coaches, you have truly been an anchor for your student athletes among the uncertainty of the last few weeks, so thank you. A huge thank you to our administrative team. Leslie and Erica, thank you for being amazing at executing a near-perfect balancing act of students, teachers, and schedules. And that is in a normal winter, never mind what this winter has become. Very late in the evening on March 13th, I reached out to them saying, okay, go time is now. We need to move to remote learning next week. They immediately jumped into action to rearrange schedules, set up Zoom classrooms, and communicate a new process to families and teachers. The last 3 weeks of remote academics have gone amazingly well. Cannot thank you enough. Also a big thank you to Ashley for continuing this year to help with many facets of school administration, including stepping into the role of admissions coordination. Ashley works behind the scenes to make many processes seamless, and on top of this, teaches a full academic schedule. Thank you to Kate for her dedication to OMS's fundraising and development, and making sure that we close the gap between income from tuition and what we actually spend to educate our student athletes. Thank you to Chris Herka, Alpine Program Director, who shows a tireless dedication to the athletes and works very hard to provide countless opportunities for them. He is always willing to go the extra mile, or 20. Thank you to Luke Bonang for always pushing our freestyle sports to higher heights. And thank you also to Jet, who works to lead our U14s and coordinate summer camps, but is always willing to hop in and help with anything around the school. And finally, to the student athletes whose achievements we celebrate. Thank you for continuing to be an amazing group. You inspire your teachers, coaches, and administrators to work harder. You have a passion for your athletics and for your academics, which has brought you to us, and your unique personalities each bring a special element to the school. Thank you for being good teammates and classmates. Please remember the importance of this, especially during this crazy time we are living through right now. As we gather virtually to celebrate the accomplishments of our student athletes, I realize that in many ways this is bittersweet. The season was cut short just before many of you were able to head off to highly anticipated championship level events. Please know that the OMS faculty and staff share in your disappointment, as we were all looking forward to cheering you on and seeing your success. That being said, we will not let our disappointment about what could have been keep us from fully celebrating the amazing accomplishments that you were able to realize. The level of achievement this year was high. We saw breakthroughs on the hill and in the classroom. We had student athletes performing at the absolute top of their competitive fields. Student athletes, I am certain that once we are back on snow next winter, your hunger for more success will propel you even further. I will now leave it to the presentation of the awards to further tell these success stories. I hope you enjoy watching these presentations and that you all are as excited as I am for next winter.